Hey, what's up, boss babes, and welcome back to my channel. So my hair is freshly washed. It was truly damaged from the sew-in that I wore all summer. I decided to do large passion twists just to give my hair a break and start a recovery process. Here is my hair parted and separated in plaits, leaving some loose at the end so that I can intertwine the passion twists with my hair. 10 hours later, we are here at this point. It is the next day. I left a couple out to show you all just how I do my passion twists. I do the crochet method simply because it's easier for me. And I'm going to show you just how I do that. I left hair in the front for my baby hair, so don't worry about that. I tried this new baby hair method and you'll see later it didn't work out that well, but I ended up redoing it again. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Look at that strand. I put so much heat on my hair, but this is the beginning process of recovering and restoring my natural hair. Make sure you have your crochet, your passion twist, some form of gel like an eco style, which is what I'm using, and beeswax to help just seal the passion twist with your hair. I'll have all the details of these passion twists that I'm using in my hair down in the description section if you're interested in using these specifically. So you're going to take one strand of passion twist, you're going to unravel it from the bottom, go with the flow of the twist, don't go against it, just so you don't rough it up too much. And then once you untangle it, pull it apart beautifully. Then you're going to just kind of pull it down a little bit to make it thicker and loosen it up. That's how I determine how big or small I want them. So you're going to rough it up a little bit.
Will you coming back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that.
I zoomed it in so you all can see it a little better. You're going to take the crochet needle and slide it through the root of your hair right before the braid starts. And then you're going to latch your passion twist into the crochet. And then you're going to slide it through that piece, okay? So you're going to leave a little hole there. You're going to put your hand through just so you keep the twist separate. The biggest thing for me is making sure they do not get tangled because that just adds frustration. So now that you have one strand of passion twist on one side and another strand on the other side, this is something I highly recommend during this process. Put a little gel on it at first just to keep it smooth as you get ready to twist. But before you actually start the process, test it out which way the twist will go. The worst thing you would do is twist it the wrong way, get to the end of your strand, and it doesn't twist the right way. So I just practice. I see that that's how it flows. So I'm going to unravel it and go back in that same direction. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's going in the wrong direction. And the most frustrating thing is when you get so far down, you see how it looks like it's fine because you're just twisting it, and look how it unravels. It doesn't lock, it doesn't latch. So make sure you test it out before you go all the way down. So now that we know which way we're going to go, so you're going to take your hair with one of the passion strands and then twist it with the other passion strand. Once I get to the bottom where my natural hair is loose, I'm going to take some beeswax, seal it with the passion twist, and then I'm going to open it up and then start intertwining them both. So at this point, when you put the beeswax in, you're going to have a strand of your natural hair with one passion twist and another strand of your hair with the other passion twist, if that makes sense. So your hair definitely locks in with the passion twist once you continue to go down. And at this point, you're going to keep twisting, mixing gel on one time. You're going to twist a little bit more, and then you're going to put some beeswax. I don't like my hair to be sealed with too much product, but just enough to make sure that it has a nice glow and that my hair is sealed. When you're doing this with 4C hair, it to me can be a little rough because my hair just wants to curl up. It doesn't want to blend, but you make it work because that's what we do.
Back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination.
Once you get to the end, I like to use beeswax specifically because I feel like it just locks in the twist much more. You're going to just twirl it and lock it in. You're going to just keep twirling it, twirling it, twirling it, twirling it, and boom, it's locked, it's done, it's sealed. You can tell the difference with my hair and the lock because my hair is like a 2 and the lock is a 1B, I believe. So we're going to do that for the next couple of ones, and I'm going to show you one more time if you missed it the first time and don't feel like rewinding how I do this process.
With you I found my peace somehow.
let go of every thought that was holding me back. Yeah, I'm in love with you in every way. The joy you give me every day makes me forget.
So again, you're going to take the crochet needle and slide it in the root of your hair right before the braid. Then you're going to lock in the passion twist and pull it through, leaving a little hole so that you don't tangle the passion twist up, and you're going to pull one side over. Another way that I saw someone else do it was to take the hair once they pulled it through with the crochet where that hole is and actually just create a knot where they would put the 2 strands plus your natural hair around and pull the hair. I'm not doing that method. I'm doing the knotless crochet method just so it looks more seamless, and I didn't really want that much stress on my hair. Once you get your hair through, make sure you test out your twist. You do not want to wait till you get to the end and it unravels completely. So I tried it one way, it didn't work. I'm going to double check this way. All right, so we got it. I'm going to go ahead now and put some gel on my hair and start this process. Another thing that I will also recommend as you're twisting your hair is to pull the passion twist strands loose. And what I mean by that, you'll see me do it where I'm basically separating the passion twist after I twist it a couple times, mainly because you do not want to tangle your passion twist. I did it a couple times and I was so frustrated because these are not short twists and it just takes time. Switch between gel, twist, 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 then beeswax, twist, 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 gel, twist, 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 beeswax, twist, twist, twist. And then I definitely end it off with beeswax just to seal my ends and to keep it tight. So now I'm at the end. You're going to definitely just keep twirling. Twist as much as you can, and then once you get to the end, just twirl it, lock it, and you're good to go. Yay! So I was really happy about this process. This is my first time doing passion twists, and I'm loving this process. I usually do locks, and those are my favorite. Now I'm going to put some foam on my twists just to seal them, set them, and give them some added glow. So I'm loving it. How do you like these twists? They are neater than I was expecting. Again, I usually do locks. So here is what I tried the first time. It was not working for me. I was trying to get my baby hairs to do what I see other girls do with theirs. Maybe I left too much hair out. Maybe I should have flat ironed it before, but the goal was not to put heat on my hair. And yeah, I wasn't feeling it. So after this cut, what you see, we ended up doing something else. So I'll come back in a couple seconds. Okay, so later that day, after having it in my hair and kind of playing around with it a little bit more, I decided to make my front rows smaller. I believe I had 34 passion twists in my hair, but I did not like the front and how spacious it looked. I decided to add 4 more in the front. Instead of 4, I made it 8. And I also put some of my baby hairs back in there because it was just too much out. So here we are again. I did the same process that I showed you earlier, but now we're gonna do the baby hairs like I typically do. I did want to put a little flat iron just to see if it would change the process. I'm not sure why my baby hairs don't come out the way that I see them when I see other women do it. Maybe I'm not meant to do it that style, or maybe I have to keep practicing. But this is the only time I'm going to put heat on my hair because the goal was not to put heat, and I still did. I know. Do not yell at me, naturalistas. Please do not yell at me. I'm trying.
The joy you give me every day makes me forget that I was troubled before. Don't know if I'm dreaming, I'm slipping away. I hear your sweet voice, then I see your face. I never knew you could love someone like me. You climb my
So I decided to just do it how I normally do my baby hairs, which is just rounding them off on the sides. The middle part that I tried again did not work well at all. So I was like, you know what? It's just not meant to be for me. I'm just gonna do it with my thick baby hairs the way that I typically would. I'll keep practicing as I go, but this is what I decided to, stick with.
You do. I know you're being patient and I love you for that. You showed me how to dare to love. So tell me what you're thinking of, 'cause I won't be afraid, not holding anything back. Don't know if I'm dreaming, I'm slipping away. I hear your sweet voice, then I see your face. I never knew you could love someone like me. You climbed my tower and you set me free. I never know felt like this before. I never know felt the love like this.
All right, let's wrap it up and then I'll be back to show you the final look. Yes, face. All right, here she is. Boom, boom, boom. I love it. The baby hairs look so good. And here is my hair. I had to do the front one over because it was just too straight, so I had to put a little bit more beeswax. So how do you all like it? I know if you're doing this for the first time like I did, take your time, don't rush. Make sure you set a day aside to do this and make sure you're happy with how it looks. When I didn't like how big it was, I took them out, did some more. So they're all long, they're all beautiful. I'm really excited about this. I have a lot of work coming up in the next month, so I wanted to make sure my hair, one, got a break, and two, that it's just something I didn't have to worry about as far as like lace fronts and stuff. So yeah, here she is. I'm loving the process. I hope you love and enjoy yours. Take your time, make sure you like it. You're gonna be rocking it, and give your hair a break, because we bought that wig life, but we also want to take care of what's underneath them. So I hope you enjoy this process. If you have any comments or thoughts, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. Show your girl some love, and thank you all for checking this video out. This is your girl, Lee Poitier, and this is Life with Lee. I'll talk to you later. Bye.